Applying for the DB lottery can be overwhelming, full of rules, confusing sections, and small mistakes that could cost you your chance. But what if I told you there is a way to confidently fill the entire application form, line by line without confusion? In this video, I'll walk you through the official DS5501 application using my mock DB lottery site which I built from scratch. That way, you can practice safely before you do the real thing. By the end, you'll know exactly what to enter in every single box, how to avoid the most common errors, and how to pay the new $1 fee to get your confirmation number. Let's get started. Before we touch the form, let's cover some basics. DV stands for Diversity Visa. Every year, 55,000 people around the world get a chance to move permanently to the United States through this program. Applying is $1 per applicant. Don't let anyone charge you extra money to submit the form. The official website is dvprogram.state.gov, so bookmark that. And the golden rule is never pay an agent. If someone says, pay me $10-50 and I'll guarantee you will win, run faster than you do when you see your ex in town. So normally, you would go straight to the official website. But in this tutorial, even if we wanted to use the official website, it is not yet open for application. Instead, here is my mock site. I built this demo so you can see how everything looks and feels like. Okay? It's almost identical, but it is safe. Okay? At the end, it will even generate a fake confirmation number that looks like the real thing. Okay? So you know exactly what to expect. You must provide all the following information to complete your entry. Failure to accurately include all the required information that will make you ineligible for a DV. Okay? So first section, this is where you fill your personal details. You start with your name. Here, enter your last name, then first name. The middle name comes exactly at the last part. And this you should do as they appear exactly on your passport. If you don't have a middle name, meet the standards. Okay, now submitting the same photograph that you did last year or the prior years, that will disqualify you. Do not do that. Photograph that has been manipulated or a photograph that does not meet the specifications, that's a no. Do not even try. Now, let's do the following one, which is the mailing address. Fill in your address, line 1, okay? And there is line 2, which is address, city or town, okay? Then there is district, country, province or state, state postal code, zip code for the country, then the postal code, okay? Country where you live today, okay? Where do you live? Country where you live today, country. You write if you're in Cameroon, Morocco, where do you live? Right there. Phone number. This usually is optional, but it's also good to write it. Start with plus. For example, if you're in Kenya, plus 254, then 7, blah, 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 okay? But that one usually is optional. You may choose not to write. There's nothing wrong about that. Email address. An email address to which you have direct access. This is an address, an email address where through mail you'll still be able to have an access to, okay? If you check by next year May and see that you have been selected, there are emails that will follow. They will come through that email. So only use an email that you know, that you are in control of, that is in your possession, okay? Something that only you can access, or people you give permission, but usually the one that you know and have access to. Now, here I have to warn you. The Department of State will never send you an email telling you that you have won. That will never happen, okay? If you have been selected, you'll only go through the entrance status site. That's where you check using your that number that you get after applying. You will see that later. Now, highest level of education you have achieved. That is as of today. Primary school, there is an option of high school or no diploma, high school diploma, vocational school, some university, university degree, some graduate level, master's degree, some doctoral level course, doctorate. Now, what you don't want to do, if you are going by education, there are other options. If you are going by education, primary level, that's out. Some high school, no diploma, that means you did not complete, you don't have the certificate. Those two out of question. That is if you are applying using education. If you are using the other option, that means you can still indicate honesty. You did primary and then you did A, B, C, D. Okay? If you went to a vocational school, this is now, you're not now using the education. Now you are using work requirement, because it's either you went to school or you have a qualifying work. Okay? You are going through work experience. So vocational school, that's where it comes in. Some university courses, that's a good one. University course degree, that's the best. Some graduate level courses, very good. And the list continues to be even better. Now, to continue, now, if you are married, this is now where you indicate, okay? Say your honest truth. You are married, you are not married, and if you are married to a US citizen or not. this is where now you fill in. If you are divorced, this is where you write. If you are widowed or legally separated, this is where you indicate. Now, if you write you are single, if you from the mock site that we have created, you'll see that there are no more options. Okay, if you write single, there's nothing to add there. But if you're married, I want you to see here. If you're married, there is another option that pops up. Okay, married. Oh, you see where you fill in your spouse name. And when it comes to your spouse's name, it follows the same format that we did with your name. Start with the last name first, then middle. Then day of birth, the month, the year. Her gender, his gender, this is where you write. You also indicate the city where she or he was born, okay? The country of their birth, you write there. And then the same format for photograph, the same that you did up there. This is where now you indicate where she was. I mean the photo. Now you upload the photo here. Now this is where it gets interesting. Failure to list your eligible spouse or listing someone who is not your spouse. This may make you ineligible as the DV principal applicant, and your spouse and children are ineligible too because of that. Usually they are eligible as derivative if you qualify. Okay? If I have 3 kids and a wife, my children, my wife are derivatives. If I win, if I am successful, they are successful. Okay? You must list your spouse even if you are currently separated and waiting a court order. She is eligible. He is eligible. Okay? But if you are legally separated and it's finalized in court, he or she will not immigrate with you through the DV program. Okay? But you will not be penalized if you plan to be divorced before you apply for the DV visa. If your spouse is a US citizen or lawful permanent resident, do not list them in the entry. A spouse who is already a US citizen or LPR. LPR stands for lawfully permanent resident. Lawful permanent resident. You don't need to add them there. They are already in the US. That's self-explanatory. Now, here is where now you add your children. And you only add children who are under 21. Now, if you don't have any kids, you'll find that you just indicate zeros as it is. Do not try to be creative and start writing other things. In fact, if you want even write, for example, if you write nil or NA, it won't. But it accepts numbers. 12, 20. But now here is where the twist is. If you type 1, something pops up down here. Child 1. Okay? Last name, they follow the same format as the husband, the wife. Okay? Your husband or your wife. It follows the same procedure. Last name, first name, then middle. Date of birth, the same format. City of birth, the same format. Country of birth, the same format. Photo, the same format. Gender, the same format. Okay? Now, this way I wanted to let you know. Now, as you type the number of children, they give you a list of where you are going to fill them. Let's say you have 2 kids who are under 21. Let's see what happens. Poop, you have child 1 and you have child 2. You have 2 kids. Let's say you have 20 kids. Of course, I don't know who has those kids. Say child 1, 2, 3. The list goes up to child 20 with those spaces where you fill everything. Their photo, date of birth, names, gender, city of birth, and country of birth. This is where you also need to be careful. you must include all living children legally adopted by you. Okay? Any child that you adopted, right there. Okay? Don't bring up any child during an interview saying that you forgot or you did not know you are supposed to indicate them. No. Do not claim any other child. That can disqualify you immediately. All your natural children, the children that you sired, the children that you gave birth to, indicate them there. Any children that's under 21 years, they must be included there. If married and are above 21 years, do not write them there. But if they are below and they follow those things that I've told you, they must be your natural children, they must be legally adopted to you, or they are your kids. Okay? Indicate them there. After you have completed the form, submit it. After submitting, it will take you to the payment section. Now, in this section, in this payment site, this is where you're going to pay the $1. Now, probably there will be a button like this. You click. Once they are sure you have paid, then it gives you the confirmation number. Now, once you get the confirmation number, you are completely done. Keep that confirmation number. Do not try to reapply again. That's final. You only apply once. Do not try to reapply again. And that is it. We've just filled the DV lottery form step by step together. Now, these are the key reminders before I sign off. Fill exactly as your passport shows. Include every spouse and child, no exceptions. Only pay on the official government site. $1 only, nothing more. Keep your confirmation number safe. Thanks for watching Simon's World. If this walkthrough helped you, give it a like, subscribe, and share with friends who are applying. Good luck. I'll see you in the results announcement season.